Hello everyone, today is Tuesday the 22nd of July. I'm going to go to the charts and do some top-down analysis on GBP/JPY, on the Nasdaq, on the S&P 500. So let's get to the charts. Look at recent price action on the weekly time frame. You can see we've just been on this uptrend, right? Overall uptrend. Even if we zoom out and we just, go back and just look, we've been on an overall uptrend. So on a long time frame, we're always looking to buy, right? If we're looking at it from the larger time frames. However, if we just zoom in and we just look at what's happening right now, is of course we had this push up and drive, but look what actually happened here. The weekly closed below the 199, around 199 level twice, and now we have rejected this level. Now you can see in the past, when we came into this level, we absolutely reversed back down. We came close to this level, we reversed back down, and now we're seeing rejections at this level. Now, does that mean we're going to push back down? Not necessarily, but you know what? If it's happened in the past, it could happen again. Now, the question is, do I want to look for long-term sells right now based on what I'm seeing? No. Why? Because if we go down to the daily time frame, yes, I can see on the daily we had this initial rejection. We bounced off this level and we had another rejection. But if I zoom out on the daily time frame, you can see we've just had this upward trajectory, right? We've had a steep pullback, push up, pull back, push up, pull back, push up, pull back, push up. Now, unless we break this pattern on the daily time frame and we see some sort of break and retest of the structure, then I can maybe start looking for some sells on a more long-term basis or medium-term basis, we could say. But that's not happened right now. All I can see is right now we have rejected this level and we are pushing down. For me, if I was to sell, it would be a very small intraday sell from A to B. It will not be a long-term sell. So as of right now, what I can see after seeing this double top, we can see that we were forming a higher low, a higher low, higher high, higher high. Why do I count this as the previous higher low? Because we closed above these bodies. We pushed up, we formed a flag, we formed a pullback, and then after this pullback, we took out the previous higher high to form a new higher high. So this classifies as our most recent higher low point, which we are potentially breaking if we can close below those bodies. Now, if I go on the 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see we had this bearish variation. We saw sellers momentum come into play, consolidated for a little while. Sellers broke below this previous support, which could not be broken recently. Now, I can see that I was looking for a break and retest set from A down to around B. But the problem is, after we saw this 4-hour closure below, we saw a strong wick rejection from buyers. Buyers are holding this level, right? It's showing us that sellers have lost momentum. Now, for me, that just maybe put me off sells a little bit as of right now. So I'm going to wait for a strong confirmation and strong 4-hour